Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. To throw is Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Complete to Will Fuller.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the Texans, first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Texans.
Watson on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. To the air yet again. Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Will Fuller. Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Titans nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Derrick Henry down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Derrick Henry, you may remember last year against Houston in the season finale, 211 yards rushing, one of only 2 200-yard games in the NFL last year. And not only that, but that game won in the rushing title because Nick Chubb was the leader, but he struggled in the final week against the Bengals. And then up from behind came Henry. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 21. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Henry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. A toss left. Henry trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and the Titans are in for 6. Touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
David
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He finds his target, Fuller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Down Texans.
Back to throw, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Jordan Akins.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 77 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. On 1st down, it's Watson. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Fells has it, left side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
To Darren Fells.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
Titans 14. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Over the middle, it's Fells. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flush to his right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Humphries on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
4 yards on the pick.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. 30. 10. And he will have a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Now it's Watson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Zach Cunningham coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Watson, screenplay, Johnson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17.
There's a good catch by David Johnson, good enough for a 1st down. And remember, come out of the University of Northern Iowa, he had played receiver his first couple of years in college before shifting to running back. Used to seeing the ball in the air. And when he's on his game, he's an excellent pass receiver.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Simmons on the stop.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Here we go on 4th. Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here's Humphries. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. On third down, it's Henry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled it.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll go down at the 28.
Henry on the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down and less than a yard.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Darrington Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. If you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play.
That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield.
Johnson on, it's poke free. Football's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, Watson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
It's now 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. To the air yet again, Watson. And Stills over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Tannehill now to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there in the final minute. And the Titans have once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he's going to keep it here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
28-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, They had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Titans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.